And this really sweet-looking gray-haired lady walks up to me. She hands me a check for a contribution, but I see she wrote her name and her phone number real big on the front of it. She pats me on the tush and says, "There's plenty more where that comes from, Sonny." I couldn't believe it.
Listen, if our esteemed candidate leaves Burlington, I think we all know where he's going.
Oh, come on.
You're trying to make an impression on all the voters of Riverside,
wait a
right?
minute.
What do you want?
Let's not get overconfident, guys. We still got a long way to go.
John's right. There's a lot of work to be done.
Right. Hey, Chaz, I know you're involved with that brokerage house right now, but if you ever have any free time, how about helping us out with the campaign? What do you say?
Listen, I have absolutely no political experience.
Take it from one who has. You are a natural, son.
Right, and working on a campaign is a perfect way to get a feel for what this town's all about. Come on.
All right. I think I'd like that.
All right, then. Welcome aboard the bandwagon. Great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry I'm late, guys. Had a long meeting.
Dad.
So, how does it feel, son? The last couple hours of freedom?
Yeah, knock it off, Dad.
Has he tried to make a break for it or what?
Yeah, well, I didn't see him.
Oh, a couple times. I stopped him, no? But what did I miss? Did I miss the girl popping out of the cake?
No.
No, we saved that for you. Actually, we were just talking a little bit about politics.
Oh, well, I hope I made it in time for you to pass the hat.
Well, actually, Frank, you're about 10 minutes too late.
Yeah, Roger just gave me a very generous check and just added a new member to my team, so I'm doing all right without your help, Frank.
Oh, God love you. You always were one for an opportunity for self-promotion there.
You got it.
So, where's Patty? Where's Evan?
They called a while ago. They're busy at the clinic, but they should be here any time.
Well, let's get this party on the road. Why don't we, how about a friendly hand to poker? Huh? Poker? Yeah, let's go. Come on, guys.
I brought you
Please.
I got about
What are her vital signs? How about her level of consciousness? Okay, I want a full set of skull x-rays, yeah. I'm on my way.
What's that?
it's an automobile accident, probable skull fracture. Looks like it's going to be a long one.
Tell John I'm sorry. I'll try and make it over there later, but...
You're going to miss John's party?
He's a doctor's nephew. He'll understand. You have a good evening. Don't work too hard.
I won't.
Ooh, boy.
Hey, why don't you get out of here?
Are you kidding? Half that mess on your desk are my patient's files.
I can't deny you a night with the gang, full of foul-smelling cigars and raunchy stories and drinking beer till you can hardly stand up.
Does sound good, doesn't it?
Come on, get out of here. I'll close up.
Okay, you know, this is going to be terrific. I mean, John's getting married tomorrow. He's got himself a fantastic girl. I mean, she really is a sweet kid, you know what I mean? The guy's got it going all his way.
Yeah. Well, send everybody my best.
Okey-doke. You'll know where to find me, and I'll, see you tomorrow.
Bye.
I can't believe it. Here I am making his wedding cake, and he's marching down the aisle tomorrow.
First your daughters, then your sons get married, and then your grandchildren. Now that must be a really proud feeling.
Oh, yes, makes me proud and amazed, and I feel old. Oh, what is the slip of a girl like me doing with a grandson old enough to be married? Would you please tell me?
Oh, this is a very special wedding for you, isn't it?
Well, John has always been the apple of my eye, and I'm more than pleased with his choice of bride.
You love Lizzie, huh?
Oh, darling, she came here under such difficult circumstances, and she absolutely blossomed and bloomed right under my eyes. She's a bright, sensible, good-hearted girl.
And she is mad about John.
Oh, yes, she's brought a great deal of joy to all of us. I am blessed with this wedding, let me tell you, and with your baby and Ryan's baby. I just have to keep focusing on all the good things.
Well, what do you mean by that? Of course they're good. This is a great time for the family.
Oh, in many ways, yes.
May, what do you mean by that? What is going on?
Oh, my darling, we've had this conversation. Talking about my John.
What?
I'm feeling such distance between us. It unnerves me. It always makes the rest of the world seem totally out of kilter.
Was this about Dakota?
Indeed.
So what did you do this time?
Well, John is so enamored of his political career, my dear, that he's absolutely blind when it comes to the boy's attitude and how he's attempting to become the next district leader here.
Well, listen, he's done great things over the rec center with the kids.
Yes, that's true, and that's more's the pity. I mean, if he wasn't so hot on one-upsmanship with Francis and so determined to get his father's attention, his good instincts might just prevail. And he could very easily make a very good district leader.
Was that what you think's going on? Competition is making him want to run?
Yes, that, and a healthy dose of self-interest.
I don't know. I get the impression that he's really working very hard on behalf of Riverside.
Then he'd put himself on the line, my dear, and not trade off on somebody's borrowed ideas. My dear, did you happen to hear his speech in the Upper West Side Ladies Auxiliary last Saturday?
No, actually, no, I was working.
Well, it's a shame, because you would have heard something quite familiar.
Well, Maeve, I think you're being a little hard on him. I mean, that's politicians. They all have the basic same theme.
Let me tell you, he convinced John to give him a notebook of Francis, where Francis used to write down all his old speeches. Well, he took a little from this one, a little from that one, and he turned out a campaign oratory. My dear, listen to it. He's given it again this weekend at the Fireman's Picnic at Riverside. Go, listen. You tell me what you think.
Yeah, I think maybe we'll do just that.
Here.
Oh, thanks.
I can't tell you what it means to get married in this dress. First Maeve, then your mother.
Oh, and now you.
I know. I feel like a part of this family.
You know what I think you better do? I think you better double-check the accessories to make sure we haven't said anything.
Right. Oh, I'm so grateful Maeve invited me to spend the night here. I would have been a nervous wreck rattling in my apartment all by myself.
Lizzie, you're the last person on earth I'd expect to have pre-wedding jitters. I mean, you and John were so sure of your relationship before you set the date.
Yeah, well, Owen was reason enough to get married. But I had so many things to find out about myself before I believed I was able to hold up my end of the marriage deal.
Well, did you ever have any doubts? I mean, well, you never loved anybody else, did you?
Well, I never made love to anyone, if that's what you mean. But I have loved someone else.
When was this?
It's not important.
Well, who was he?
He was someone very different from John. Very complex and private. And he had so many wonderful hidden colors that the rest of the world didn't always see.
But you did, huh?
Well, I believed in him and he trusted me.
Well, how serious did this get?
Well, there was never any thought of stability or security or planning a life together. And the feelings were so big that they were dangerous. And there was no structure, just crazy possibilities. It scared me to death.
Sounds extremely exciting to me. I mean, how did he feel?
Well, we never talked about it. And if he ever started to talk about it, I would have put a stop to it.
Well, Lizzie, didn't you care to know how he felt?
It wouldn't have made any difference. We wouldn't have dared to pursue it. It was scary, Ryan. Responsibility was the last thing on his mind.
You certainly are full of surprises, aren't you?